Hello and welcome. I'm really excited to get started writing some code. And so the first thing we're going to do is figure out how in the world do we write code for this course. So for the vast majority of this course, we're going to be writing small examples, small snippets of code, and we want to immediately execute them. If we were just writing code and just kind of wanted to see it on the screen, we might use a code editor like Sublime, JEdit, Atom, anything like that. But for this course, we want to write code and immediately run it at the same time. And that's not something that's very well supported by a lot of common code editors out there. So for this course, I put together a very special little application, and I'm really proud of it. I think you're going to like it a lot, not only for this course, but for using in the future as well. So in your browser, I'm going to ask you to open up your browser right now and navigate to stevengreider.github.io/JS Playgrounds, and make sure that you have the capitalization correct. It's capital JSP Playgrounds, okay? So once you get here, you're going to see a screen that looks kind of like this. We've got three main panels, the left-hand side, and then two on the right-hand side. Each panel is separated by a draggable divider, so you can drag it all over the place if you want to, like so. The purpose of this is to be able to write some code. Say var number is 10, and then I can automatically, by just referencing a variable on the left-hand side, it will automatically print the result on the right-hand side over here. And as you may have seen down at the bottom, if I have any typo in my code, it will automatically tell me, hey, you've got a little bit of an issue somewhere in here. So in this case, I've got number and then slash, which is not valid JavaScript right now. So I see a helpful message that says, hey, you've got an unexpected token around this area right here. And then if I fix it up by, say, I don't know, just fix it, number divided by 20, I now get my output back of 0.5 and the error goes away. So you might be wondering, why in the world are we using this? Well, this little editor that I put together has some really interesting features. So just by referencing a value, we get something up on the top right-hand side, right? Let's see, what can we do with that? So if I say number divided by 50, and maybe I want to say your number is, and then do a little bit of string concatenation. And now you can see that I've got your number is 10 up here as well. And so where things start to get really interesting, let's do one more on here. I'm going to pull this one up to the top. I'm going to make an object with a key of hello and a value of there. And I can put down greeting, and it will even log out an object. So why is this so interesting? Well, let's see what happens when I change the number up here on top. So I'm going to change this from 10 to 50. And you'll notice that everything automatically recalculates on the right-hand side. So I can start putting in a bunch more numbers, and everything automatically updates. And even if I pull number into here, now I've got hello is, I don't know, 500 billion or something, whatever it is. So with this code editor right here, we get automatic feedback from every single printable expression that we write inside of our code. So this is going to be an awesome tool for learning more about ES6. I'm really excited about it. I think it's going to really help us out as we walk through a lot of different examples. If you don't want to use this editor right here, if you just want to use your own personal code editor, that is totally fine, absolutely a-okay. You can use your own code editor. The only reason I'm providing this tool right here is so that we can immediately execute our code and get some immediate feedback on the screen. So again, not required to use this tool right here. If you want to use something similar but not have that kind of instant feedback, we can also use the Babel REPL. We'll talk a lot about what Babel is by navigating to babeljs.io. And then at the very top center of the screen, you see the link that says try it out. You can click there. And now in a very similar bit of feedback, I can declare a number. So var number is 10. And then if I const log number, you'll see that I get the output of this entire code block down here at the bottom, which is 10, very small down here at the bottom. The big difference with this is that unlike the tool that I made, it doesn't actually kind of log out every different expression that we write in here. It just kind of prints out whatever you console log. So it's still very useful and you can get a lot of immediate feedback, but it's not quite that very live feedback loop that you get with the tool that I just showed you over here. So again, whichever tool you want to go with, totally fine. You'll be able to complete the course a-okay, but I want to give you this tool right here, this JS Playgrounds tool, as an option if you want to get some nice, very fast live feedback to help you out. So with that in mind, let's continue on to the next section and do a little bit of a discussion on what we're going to be learning about inside of this course.